Whether we're in studio or at the National Finals Rodeo, you can always check us out on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Welcome to the Luke Branquinho Show. Today, it is the Beauties and the Beast. I am here with 4 lovely ladies, rodeo wives, that have to understand the rodeo trail, but not necessarily be on the rodeo trail because their husbands are out there making a living for them. We have Josie Martin, Lily Hay, Stephanie Fields, and then obviously I'm going to save my beautiful wife, Lindsay Branquinho, for the end. Ladies, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
So on the show, we have a lot of people like cowboys that talk about going up and down the road. But what the fans don't know and the people don't see is what's at home, what you guys are doing. And I know for some of you get to travel and be on the road with your husbands. But Stephanie, I want to talk to you first. Casey, multiple-time world champion, rodeo family. You have kids. You can't get out on the road with him all the time.
No, it's sad. But when Chamberlain was little, our oldest, she's 9 now, we had a bus and we went everywhere with him and we have the best memories. And then she started school and we had Huxon and now we have Remy and with sports and all the things. It's just too hard. It's too hard to go out there, and in 5 days they'll hit 3 rodeos and the kids just they don't love that. So it's hard, but it's also hard when we're home alone. So he doesn't go to a whole lot of rodeos anymore. So it's, I think it's just with his age we realize that time is so precious, and we try to go as much as we can, but it's just too hard.
Well, fortunately for you, as dominant as he is in that event, he doesn't have to go to very many rodeos.
Luckily, it's been a blessing for sure.
And for me, it's been an honor to be able to be in the same arena as him. We've got to become very close. I got to spend some time with him, and before Louis had passed, I got to enjoy so many great stories with Louis, and just such an amazing family and amazing men.
Well,
Josie, last year, first NFR. You had something going on last year during the NFR.
Yeah, so when we left, I was like almost 38 weeks pregnant. My due date was December 16th. We almost had him here, but we made it home. So he was born like Tristan Road Saturday night. We left Sunday, drove all night Sunday night. He was born Monday at 6:30.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I was a scheduled C-section, so I kind of thought that gave me a little barrier of protection because my doctor's like, I think that's the route we're going to have to go. So I wasn't really worried about him coming, but then everyone was really worried. So I guess it's a big deal when you have a baby. So.
Right. Well, making it home a blessing.
Yeah,
Tristan had a great NFR.
Yeah.
To me, coming from that family, again, a very tight-knit rodeo family, and having that success and being able to get to see his family and everybody out here. Do you get to travel with him much?
This last year, I went for a couple weeks in July, and then I kind of finished out like the last week, 10 days in Pendleton. I've worked full-time. I'm a nurse, like in my regular life, but since I had the baby, I've just been working part-time. So most of the time it's 2 or 3 days a week, but I do have the freedom to be gone. Like now, I'm not obligated. So I did go quite a bit this summer, which was really fun. Just with the baby, Tristan didn't have to miss a lot of those firsts, like the crawling and the, him standing up, and his first teeth were all like on the road. So Tristan didn't have to miss that, which was fun.
Lily, let's hear about your experience. Because I mean, you come from obviously a family of rodeo cowboys and cowgirls too.
Yes.
But the travel is so much different than a steer wrestler's wife to a bronc rider's wife.
Yes, I actually feel a little fortunate. So speaking of steer wrestler wives, Quincy Eldridge is my aunt, but more like my older sister. But we have a lot of family we're cheering on this week. So we have Clayton Bigelow in the bareback riding. We have Logan Hay, my brother-in-law, in the bronc riding. We have Lefty Holman, my little cousin, and then Dawson Hay, and then of course Dakota. So it's a big family affair for us on the road. It's comforting to know anytime I go out, I'm probably gonna have some family members there and a lot of friends. That being said, I see how it's more difficult for, the steer wrestler wives versus, a rough stock wife. We can fly a lot of places. Dawson can fly in and out where I go. I know you guys have that extra obligation of horses and trailers and, traveling partners and your hazer and everything. So I don't ever take that blessing for granted that, I was same thing, super pregnant all summer. And I was like hoping, I was due in mid-October that, the baby wouldn't come early, but I knew Dawson could just hop on a flight, and not leave horses behind or anything this summer. So I don't take that for granted, and I don't take for granted having like family and friends to go to when I do get out and go to rodeos.
Well, that definitely a blessing to have that time. And one thing about the rodeo world, which we all know, even if you didn't have your extended family or your immediate family there, it's such a tight-knit group. You could go and get help from anybody, and that's one thing we love about it. Lindsay, we got married 2004, and we jumped in the horse trailer with 3 other bulldoggers. She got to experience the bulldog and rodeo life, and for me it was, I had to enter those guys, and then we were entering Lindsay as my, I guess, 5th traveling partner or buddy, but she got to experience the stinky cowboy.
Yeah, there's nothing like newlywed life when you're in, I mean, how many square feet? 150? Maybe. With your brand new husband and his 3 best friends.
I wouldn't call him my best friend.
Living in bunks. And yeah, I mean, I think at that time, like what you brought up is, it was really challenging. I mean, that, like our situation, but also me going from my independence and rodeoing on my own to then like us trying to enter together. And you had just won your first world title, so you had more obligations and as far as sponsors and stuff, so where you had to go, and we're in one trailer, so it's like if you had to be somewhere and I couldn't make the barrel racing work, like I didn't enter. And bulldoggers haul horses a lot differently than barrel racers.
I learned how to wrap legs really fast. Not very good, but I learned how to wrap them.
Anything to get them in the trailer quicker, right?